On this video, we're going to be talking all you need to know about post-birth recovery. Let's get into it. Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Belkis Barros. I am a certified personal trainer and also a nutritional coach. How I mentioned before, on this video, we're going to be talking about postpartum recovery. I gave birth a couple months ago. My baby is already like 6 or 7 months now. And I know that many of us, when we are in that period of recovery, we don't have no idea what to do, what kind of exercise we should focus, and why do we need to able to take the time to recover. On this video, we're going to be addressing the following things. The first thing, we're going to break down the stages of recovery and what are the things that you should do or recommended to do during those stations. The second thing we're going to be covering is why do we need to recover? Why? And in that why is because we're going to talk about the pelvic floor. By the end, I also going to be demonstrating you some exercise that you can start doing it to able to improve your recovery. So let's start with the first one. The recovery after birth, no matter if you give birth through a C-section or natural form, is very essential because our body goes through a lot of stress and through a lot, to be honest with you. And knowing what to do and how to do it and to listen to your body and taking the time to let your body heal will be very crucial for you in the long term. So we're going to talk about why do we need to recover a specific one muscle group, that is the pelvic floor area. Now we're going to answer the question, what is the pelvic floor and why the majority of the exercise are tackling those muscles that are located in that area. The reason why the pelvic floor is a group of muscles and tissues that are connected together that hold the organs that are located in the pelvic area. There are the rectum, the uterus, and also the bladder. And in that area is where the reproductive organs are. Therefore, the baby is forming in that spot. The reason why all exercise post-birth are basically tackling pelvic the floor is because those muscles get weak, because once the baby is growing, those muscles are expanding, they're opening a lot of space, and then when you give birth, those muscles tend to get weaker. Therefore, exercise that tackle that area is super essential. Now do you understand what is the pelvic floor? Let's break down the stages of recovery, with including in those stages, I'll be including some tips and what are the activity or physical activities that you can do in those stages and what is the main focus that you should put on during those stages. From week 1 to week 2, basically after giving birth, is super essential to you to focus more on trying to rest as much as you can. In that stage, you need to rest when your baby is sleeping. Try to eat balance. Also try to manage the discomfort levels. Try to take some aspirins or ibuprofen because you will be a lot of pain. On this stage, I really recommend you to start doing some gentle Kegel exercising. When I give birth, that was the first thing that I started to do when I was laying down in my bed, is doing Kegel exercise. Basically, this exercise meaning that you're going to tighten your pelvic muscles and trying to avoid yourself to pee. That basically is the Kegel exercise, but you will have to do it very gently. Remember, you just give birth, so that area is a little bit sensitive, but just squeeze a little bit gently, hold it for 3 seconds and then release it. Just imagine you're holding your pee and you're squeezing the pelvic muscles that are around that area. That basically means the Kegel exercise. And I did it when I was in bedtime after giving birth, and how I mentioned, it really helped me recover myself a little bit more faster and able to handle more levels of exercising. So that's very essential that you start very slow and gradually increase it once you're starting to feeling better. From week 3 to week 6, you're starting to feeling more like yourself. You're starting to feeling much better, but still you need to take yourself easy. You need to really take things easy. By that stage, we recommend you to gradually increase your level of physical activity, doing short walks, being outside or inside the house. A great exercise for me was walking around the house. You feel a little bit weird and sore, the whole body aches, but just do it slowly. Gradually increase the speed you're walking, but at the beginning try to take it slow. I used to carry my daughter in my arms and walk around. That helped me a lot to build my upper body strength as well, because she was a little bit heavy. So that helped me also. But all these will depend on how you're feeling and if your body can handle it. Oh, it's very important during this recovery period that you learn how to listen to your body and stop when discomfort when the discomfort is so much to handle. Okay, don't go through pain, just take it easy. Also, you're going to be continuing doing the pelvic floor exercise, the cattle exercise, and adding some extra movements that I will be sharing in this video. By the end of this video, I will share some demo demonstrations of kind of exercise you can do during the week 3 to 6 that I will recommend them. And really monitor how is your health, how is your body, how is your bleeding. Always consult with your doctor and how your body is, okay? It's time for you to ask for help in this phase. Don't be scared, don't be shy. It's normal. From week 6 to 12, normally at this stage, many women has their postpartum checkup. If everything is fine and if your doctor give you the green light, you can start exercising and increasing the intensity of your workouts routine. For this stage, I really recommend you to start doing pelvic floor exercise and really gradually increase the intensity of the workout. Also, you can introduce some strength training exercise. You can go to the gym and do it at home, but remember, listen to your body and see how much you can handle. At the same time, I also recommend to do some yoga or some Pilates to help you to train your core. I really do recommend as well to do some core exercise, some deep core exercise to be more specific. And this can be combined with your pelvic floor exercise. There is a lot of videos on YouTube. I have made a video that is here about pelvic floor and core exercise. This is very good, very easy to do, and you need minimal equipment. So go and check it out if you're wondering what kind of videos you can see. Now, in this stage, how I mentioned before, is most important of all, you need to listen to your body. That's it. Listen to your body. Not everybody have the same period of recovery. Every woman is different. Every recovery is different. But the essential that I have to say that you can take away is that no matter if you have a normal birth or a C-section birth, you always will need some recovery. And the best exercise are the ones that are for the pelvic floor that will help you a lot to, over time, able to lift heavy, not lose some pee when you're lifting heavy, because the muscles where your bladder is located are weak. So accidents can happen, and the best way to avoid that now after giving birth and in the future when you get older is to do some pelvic floor exercise. So I just expand on what to do in each stage of recovery, and I really hope these tips can help you. Now we're going to move on to the exercise, and I will show you that technique and some instructions how to do it. So let's go into the exercise. For the first weeks, we're going to be focusing on cattle exercise. For this one, you will need to lay down in your back. You can do this sitting down or laying down according to your preference. Make sure that your whole back is way in the floor. Engage your core and squeeze. Imagine you're going to be basically holding your pee and squeeze. You're going to feel those squeeze in those muscles. You're going to hold it for 5 seconds or 3 seconds, depending on how you feel. And we're going to hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're going to release. You will do this exercise, this cattle exercise, and also you're going to practice your respiration. You can do this one sitting down, standing up, or laying down. Now we're going to move on in week 6 and on, where
the intensity will be increasing, but our main goal is to strengthen the pelvic muscles and also the core. For that, we're going to be using, even though a pillow, if you have a pillow, have one here. We're going to put the pillow between our legs. We're laying down on the floor, raising our legs, putting the pillow between our legs, and we're going to try to squeeze that pillow. We're going to feel these muscles that are working in the pelvic area, and you're going to squeeze it, hold the squeeze for 5 seconds or 3 seconds, depending how you feel. We're going to squeeze it. 1, 2, 3, and release it. Remember, you have to make sure that your back is flat in the floor to be able to engage your core in the process as well. Squeeze, squeeze, and release it. Another alternative, this will be very good for your core and also for your pelvic, is to do a glute bridge, maintaining the pillow between your legs and also squeeze it. You're going to hold this position for 5 seconds as well and squeeze it. Remember, engaging your core, squeeze it, and this is a little bit challenging because you're trying to maintain your core engaged and also squeeze the pillow, but you really need to concentrate. Hold it and release it. Very good. Another good exercise to be able to do is the bug. This is very good for your core. We're going to place both our feet up, legs, hands up, and we're going to extend one side at a time. For this one, you need to make sure that your back is flat in the floor, making sure that your core is engaged, and you're going to feel this one in your core. The other one exercise has the same instructions as the bug, making sure that your back is laying in the floor, and we're just going to put one leg down and the other one down. See, one at a time, engaging your core, making sure that your back is straight in the floor. This would help us to get more core engagement. The side plank is other very good for core engagement and also for the pelvic floor pelvic exercise. Instead of doing the conventional plank, because we just give birth, remember, we're just going to close our legs together. The arm needs to be under your shoulder, not far away, basically under your shoulder. And we're going to pull ourselves up, engaging our core. We're going to hold this one for 5 seconds, 3 seconds, depending how much you can handle. You can also extend your arm up to have more balance. This is a little bit challenge, but it will be very good to build stability in core. So these are some examples that you can start doing at home. Able to start your recovery process and building up your core strength and also pelvic strength, and give it a try. That's all that I have to share with all of you. I hope you find this video very informative and helpful. If you have any question, leave it in the comments down below. You can also follow me on my social platforms that are here, and where you can be more connected and asking me directly in the DMs. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for watching, familia. Un beso. Hasta pronto.